right, welcome back to InsideFlix. We're going to be doing our box office report. Rich, tell us the top 5 movies that came out this past weekend.
Well, this past Mother's Day weekend, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse was number 1 with 185 million. And number 2 was The Bad Guys with 9.7 million. Number 3 was Sonic the Hedgehog 2 with 6.2 million. Number 4 was Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore with 3.9 million. And coming up, number 5 was once again Everything Everywhere All at Once with 3.3 million.
All right, let's talk about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This was a pretty good number, but I mean, a little bit lower than what people expected. We were expecting that this was going to cross over 200 million or maybe even 220.
Well, that's what the early projections were saying. People were saying that this movie was going to outgross Spider-Man No Way Home.
No,
which completely, blew me away. I was like, no way, right? I mean, this movie doesn't have 3 Spider-Men in it. How could it possibly outgrow Spider-Man No Way Home? And as we got closer to the movie, as Friday went by, and I think as word of mouth started to spread about the movie, about its quality, those projections really started to lower with each passing day, to the point that it's now 185 million. But it's a good number, but.
Well, like I said, it is a Mother's Day weekend, and on Friday it did open big with 90 million, and on Saturday it opened up with 57.5 million, which was a drop, which is a 36% drop, but that's expected with most movies on Saturday to be at least a 30% drop. But the Sunday drop was almost equally the same. Sunday came in with 37.5, so I guess Mother's Day could have hurt it, but also the reactions to it, the early reactions into it. And also, I like to say that the spoilers came out way too soon on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in this film, and it might have hurt.
Also, it should be noted that the movie doesn't have a very good cinema score. It has the same cinema score actually as Superman Returns.
Well, and the Rotten Tomato score is 87% in the audience score. So that's pretty basic for any MCU movie nowadays. But in Metacritic, there was a little bit more mixed with the user score on that one, with a lot more percentage being towards the red zone. So, I
think when you look on social media, it would say that people said they love it, but then they would point out some of the things they really hate about the movie. I think it's getting a lot more of a mixed reviews than positive reviews. It might be just Marvel fatigue.
Mm-hmm. Well, to be fair, it's not a very good movie. I mean, it's not terrible, but this is definitely not Marvel's finest.
Well, also, this movie opened up with the intention that it'd be a good movie for WandaVision fans. And what they did to Wanda in this film was,
divisive,
very divisive.
And I think the movie kind of disappoints Doctor Strange fans. I mean, I think if you came in looking for Doctor Strange, he's really only, I don't know. Is he really part of the story?
He's a side character in his own movie.
Yeah, and there's multiple characters that they need to focus on. Well, at this point now, it's getting repetitive, and it really feels like every Marvel movie is the same thing with the same kind of stakes. The universe is being attacked by somebody. And you feel that in with the TV series too. It just, to me, it feels very repetitive, and I'm just getting really tired by it.
And I feel that a lot of people are starting to, kind of get tired of the MCU as well, because when I saw this movie in theaters, the reaction was extremely divisive. Usually when I go see a Marvel movie, there's applause and cheers throughout the movie, with the exception of something like Eternals. There's usually applause throughout the whole thing and cheering. With this movie, there really wasn't. I was kind of shocked that you really didn't hear people laughing, which is I don't know. It's just kind of something that's expected when I go to a Marvel movie, and yet there wasn't any laughs. And when the movie ended, only a very small portion of the theater actually applauded.
Regardless, it's still a Marvel movie, and it's still one of the biggest movies it is the biggest movie of the year, and it opened up with more than Incredibles 2. and it's just under Avengers: Age of Ultron. So,
Well, I mean, what's the next big movie that's coming out this month? It's Top Gun Maverick, which is in a couple of weeks. Do you think Doctor Strange is going to have a huge drop next week?
no, I mean no, not. I mean, well, the standard 35 to 40%.
65.
Yeah, I think
Wow,
it's
you
going
think it's gonna be that much?
I think it's going to be
Yeah.
60. Yeah.
Maybe I'm a little low.
Maybe maybe you're right. But maybe it only drops like 10%.
I mean, there is
But-
no competition. I mean, what's coming out next week, Rich?
So far, it's only
Firestarter.
Firestarter.
Which is also going to be available on Peacock. So that's not going to do.
No, nothing.
Or before we go, let's talk about Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's still holding strong at the fifth spot. It dropped though. It dropped 40% from last week, but it's still holding strong. It's getting good numbers. At one point, I thought maybe this was going to be a kind of a box office flop, but it seems like it's growing week by week, and it's getting good buzz, word of mouth, and I think I'm really happy with that number.
Yeah, I mean it's a solid number. It definitely looks like it's going to be sticking around for at least a couple more weeks. And honestly, if anybody's watching this right now, Everything Everywhere All at Once, it's the much better multiverse movie that's in theaters right now. So if you're disappointed by Doctor Strange, go see the good one, Everything Everywhere All at Once. You won't be disappointed.
All right, with that, we'll say goodbye. We'll be back next week with box office results. All right, bye bye.